Hey, Kelly.
Hi.
How are you today? Good. Okay, so Kel, as you know, in my endeavour to help men understand more about women and what they like in a man and what women want in a man, and also the concept around teaching men about manning up, I'm going to ask you a couple of questions, okay, for our men in the world. So, first question is, what are the top qualities that you like in a man?
Okay. He has to be a leader.
Okay.
And so he's got to, I don't want sort of a follower.
So a guy that just takes lead in his life, in his relationships? Yep.
Has his own, I guess, initiative and direction.
Okay. Does he have to be wealthy or just...
Definitely not. Doesn't have to be wealthy.
So no matter what he's going after, it's his goal and he's going after that.
Yeah, he's definitely got to be ambitious.
Yeah.
I think wealth can come out of a few different... Wealth can come in different ways, so to just look at someone that's wealthy I don't think necessarily... That wouldn't make me happy necessarily.
Sure. So the guy comes...
Very ambitious and he might be... what goes along with that, those other qualities, like Ben Hughes, generally assertive, he's honest.
Yeah.
I guess if those things go along with being a leader,
okay.
I feel safe around them, that sort of thing.
Yeah, sure. Okay, so he's a man and you feel confident that he can protect you.
I guess so.
Yeah, sure.
Yep.
Well, I would imagine a lot of men would want to protect a girl like you. Okay. Yeah, you can drink. What other qualities?
Okay, the next one, probably...
It's fine.
He's got to be handsome, but he's got to be handsome in a masculine way. So not too polished, I guess. Like,
so a bit raw still? A bit of a man? Yeah.
Well, to be themselves, I guess, as well. But to be, to dress well and be, take care of yourself, but not be too polished to where you're almost...
Perfect.
More, I guess more...
Metrosexual.
It doesn't make a girl feel very feminine if the boy's it's prettier than...
Yeah. Sure. Yeah, so he still takes care of himself, but not hair 432 has to be in every perfect place.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
Still a man, so it's still...
Yeah, sure.
Masculine. That makes a girl feel more... Or makes me feel more... you feel more feminine.
Yeah, you're the woman, he's the man. What else?
I guess reasonably... I want them to be honest and, I guess... I want them to be honest, but in a, I said assertive earlier in the leadership thing, so I guess assertive is more the one. I want a sort of an assertive man that's not you don't want them to be rude or to be too honest, but you want them to be
straight up
and proud of you, like sort of comfortable in their own skin, I guess.
Yeah, good one.
So they can hold their own in any scenario. That's a big...
Fantastic, great.
Yeah.
Okay, things that frustrate you about men.
I don't like bitchy men. I think just worrying about trivial little things, that really annoys me to me. So I just think a man, they should be... sorry, I should have said one of the three.
Of course you can.
Is maturity.
Okay.
You still want to have someone that has fun, but just someone who's a man, who's a grown man, who's not a boy.
Yeah.
Sorry, that goes back to what I don't like. A man that is sort of... it's just worrying about little things and bitching and talking about just the sort of thing that I guess you don't like. I don't like being friends either, but you sort of expect that behaviour more from females than males. And
sure.
It's really unattractive.
Yeah. So where girls might get caught up in there, funny, and you don't need a guy to be like that.
Definitely not. Sort of takes away, I guess, the trust.
He's on his journey. He's a man, comfortable in himself.
You still want to be able to talk to them.
Yeah, but not get caught up in the in majoring in minor things.
Yes.
Yeah. Great.
Is that okay?
Yeah, that's great. So I want to paint a quick scenario. let's imagine that you are out somewhere socially and a guy walks up alongside of you. He's got a pleasant smile on his face and he puts his hand out and says, "Hi, I just want to come over and introduce myself. You look like a really lovely lady, interesting, and I wanted to meet you." How would you feel about a man doing that?
If it was put the way you just put it, that'd be nice. That would be fine. It'd be nice. It depends what they, I guess, how they put it. Like if they come over and pretend people a bit slimy at first, then no, it's
Okay.
not attractive.
So
but
it-
if they kind of just, I guess if they just themselves and they just be honest, it sort of encompass. It would be kind of cute, but then you'd also, obviously, you wouldn't want them to, if you talk back, if you spoke back a little bit, then fine, but you don't want to keep annoying.
Yeah, so really in that situation, whether there's an attraction there after you've communicated for a while or not, would you feel as a woman, whoa, that took guts and
Yeah.
I'd got to take my hat off to a guy like that if I had a hat on?
Definitely.
Yeah.
And also, I think if it's spoken the way, if it's delivered the way you just delivered it with, well spoken, kind, not
Sleazy and
No.
cheesy. Yeah.
And that came across really honest, so that is nice.
Yeah,
and,
yeah.
But then you think, oh, even if I'm not attracted to this guy, I can still talk to another bar. It's not going to
Yeah.
be going, I mean.
So if he came up and said, aren't you that person I need to know? That'd be a bit cheesy. Unless it was me doing it. Okay, so thank you, Kelly. Any other final comments around
Yes.
men and manning up?
Okay.
And
Yes, I do. I've got two other irritating things.
sure, yeah, say it.
One is a really messy man. Like, as in, they don't have to be a neat freak, but just kind of
Make their bed, their things are folded.
Cleanliness rather than
Yeah.
You don't want someone who's just not worrying about that.
Yeah.
And I guess I just wanted to clarify on being masculine doesn't mean being rough. You know what I mean? It means like a masculine is a good thing, but you don't want them to be. I don't want them to be too I guess
Arrogant or raw.
No, you know, and that's
Yeah.
honest too. I don't think
Yeah.
someone who's rude, like someone a good person, but who's also just will accept others for who they are, but also will be themselves and expects the same in return, I suppose.
So I really get the impression from what you're saying is a man who takes care of himself, is clean and tidy, is comfortable in his own skin and on his journey and loves his woman, is truthful, but doesn't have to be a Greek Adonis, doesn't have to be the best looking, doesn't have to be the best dressed, but is really comfortable in himself and carries himself in a way that he lives in his world.
Yeah.
How does that sound?
So, yeah.
Yeah.
That's good. Like, the looks thing is obviously you want to be, the biggest thing I guess is you want to be attracted to. You want to be physically attracted to, but I think all those other traits
Add to it, help.
they've got to equally definitely look after your appearance and definitely, have a hot bod or whatever, but
Yeah.
that's got to go with also having a good, because the person that's who you're spending time with.
Yeah.
Like to get used to, which is just great. But personality, that's when things come out later. And that sounds really corny, but if you focus on being, a leader and a good person, that's when.
And it carries over in all parts of their life.
It carries over, and then the way you dress,
Yeah,
confidently, you dress better.
it's their whole world, everything.
Yes.
Yeah,
And
good
then-
one.
Yeah, anyway, that's all.
Great. Well, thanks, Kelly.
Thanks, Tanya.
Bye.
Sorry.